All right, so we can see we got a lot more liveliness back to these plants. It looks like they just needed some really good TLC. Initially, that's all they need. Some tender loving care. Ultimately, we got rid of the spider mites, which is a really good thing. Some of the leaves look a little bit rough, but as you can see, we're getting a lot more resilience from these suckers. They're gonna bounce back. We have a lot more shoots growing on the bottom. Went ahead and I defoliated. We're gonna bring all this back to green. This will all grow out and bushy. So we definitely are gonna be good and on track for harvest coming up. Really dense still. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, guys. So we got a quick update after 1 day of flush. The leaves ultimately are looking a lot better. They're not looking as waterlogged or as stressed out. The plant definitely is not as stressed. Like I said, we still got that two fugly looking leaves. But other than that, the tops are readjusting. Shoots are coming out wonderfully. So hopefully we can just go ahead and double this up and get a solid production line coming in here. All the tops are coming in nice. All the shoots coming in nice. We got some dead leaves at the bottom here, but that's okay. Those are just nitrogen burned. I don't want to pull them because they're not completely dead. You can see the line here. Still green, so we're definitely going to have some dense buds here. This is going to be my favorite one right here. All right, so these are pretty good. I'm liking them. All the shoots. We got rid of all the bugs, no mites. Everything is looking on track and on point. The stalks are starting to look more green. I see a lot of pistons that are growing out. So we're starting to get pistons. So both of these are females, which is phenomenal. All right, we'll keep it going. I'm going to transpot these today. And we're going to get on a better water and nutrient regimen. What's up, you guys? Okay, I kind of want to go over some stuff and look over some stuff and talk about a few things as we end this segment and we move forward into the next segment, into the 7 gallons. Now, one thing that I do want to go over is kind of the 4 things that really affected me. The first thing was the small pots. I definitely had really small pots, too much water, too many nutrients, and the bugs. So number 1 would be, too smaller pots. The too smaller pots is terrible. It's a huge thing that can affect you because your roots aren't going to expand. The bigger the root, the bigger the fruit. So I went from basically a 2-gallon red blue pot to a 5-gallon smart pot, 5-gallon plastic pot. Didn't allow my roots enough time to grow. So they became really root bound very quickly, and they weren't able to intake nutrients properly. On top of that, when you're watering too much, your leaves get really saturated, get really waterlogged, you risk root rot, different things like that. They're not able to intake nutrients properly, so that's really gonna affect you. And on top of that, I was giving it too many nutrients, so it wasn't able to intake the nutrients already. And then I was already giving them too many nutrients. So they were going into complete lockout, and they were just showing every deficiency left and right, and they just started to die all the way from the insidal nodes to the foliar leaves, fan leaves, everything really just started to die off. And then the bugs. So the bugs really, really killed me, you guys. I did have thripes and I did have some spider mites. Now, with the thripes and the spider mites, there's a couple different things you can do. You always want to do preventative maintenance. So be doing a foliar spray every week. If you do get infestation, you want to do 3-day spray, give it a break, see what happens. And then if you need to, do another 3-day spray and then continue your weekly spray on your foliar. But neem seed oil is really good. Neem seed meal is pretty much the same thing, whatever you prefer. I've heard of things that I've tried actually, and I'm seeing how it works right now, is you have milk and you have Dawn soap, which is some water. Now you can add a little bit of alcohol into maybe some milk, Dawn soap, alcohol, good pH water, ice water, maybe too as well. That'll work, something like that. And as far as too many nutrients, something that I would recommend would be just kind of top dress your soil. Just get a good base soil. Once your plants do a 30-day soil, nutrient pack soil, after the 30 days, top dress it. That's all you got to do. Just kind of top dress it with some good nutes, like an organic fertilizer. Make sure you're doing a good wet dry ratio in your media. Make sure you got good pots. Other than that, you guys, thank you so much for watching everything that I've put out so far. Thanks for all my little talkovers and giving me all the time and everything like that. Anyways, check out the next segment. It's gonna be in the 7-gallon pots. Anyways, thank you guys. Like, subscribe. Peace.